Hey guys, welcome back. See, look at this shit. Every time Matt does the laundry, which like I can't complain too much because I don't do the laundry. I don't cook, I don't clean. Let me tell you how I got this ring, okay? It wasn't by doing fucking laundry, I'll tell you that. Anyway, I always get these like fun tie-dye patterns from Matt doing laundry. Also, look at this shit. Damn, dude. I had to get my blood taken and this chick at the blood place, she like rocked my shit. Oh, that one's gone. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. Chaotic as usual here on the channel. And today I thought that we could just do a get ready with me, and I'm going to be using only old shit, okay? I encourage you to do the same. Dig out some products you haven't used in a while, and let's do this. I'm gonna start with my eyeballs. That's why I'm zoomed so close into my eyes here. And I'm gonna use my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I have really been liking this eye primer a lot. It's just good. You're welcome. I'm gonna apply that all over my eyeballs, and then I'm gonna set my eyes with like a skin tone shadow. Okay, let us move on. I mean, the real star of the show is going to be this Stila thing. I wanted to pull out my Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow because they're all going bad in my collection and drying out. So I was just like, I threw out a bunch the other day because they were all like dying. And I was like, okay, I should probably like try and get some use out of these while I still have the ones that are moist. So anyways, that's going to be the real star of the show, but I wanted to pull out like an old palette too. So I have my Too Faced Natural Eyes. Too Faced really getting all the love today. Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. There she glows. That doesn't smell like chocolate. Okay. This tin packaging, might I just say? Bane of my existence. I hate Too Faced tin packaging. This shit always fucking breaks like at the hinge for me, and then like I can't get it back in, and it's just the most aggravating thing in the world. This one's like a little wonky. I don't know if you'll be, oh yeah, you can see that. God. That enough is reason to not pull it out of my collection. Yet here we find ourselves. Okay, so I'm gonna take Nudie. Even the names, you know, I don't know. Anyway, and I'm going to just put that in my, you know, crease area here. Just creating a little bit of a matte nude base that we will then blend that thing that I just mentioned into. It is like an easy palette though, that's the thing. My skin is so dry when I touch it, it's like, oh, this is misery. Those match, more or less. Okay, I'm gonna take a slightly smaller brush and I'm gonna grab this color, Cashmere Bunny. Actually, maybe I'll dot back and forth between these two. Cashmere Bunny and Sexpresso. And I'm just blending that into my outer corner area here. Outer V into my crease. And that's about all she wrote. And I'm just blending that out with a slightly bigger brush. Ugh, I really need to pluck my eyebrows, but it's just kind of like, just one more fucking thing, you know? Like, I just feel like I'm at a state where it's like, can't beat them, join them, you know? It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna grab this here Stila thing, okay? How did I apply this in the past? Certainly not with these talons, right? I'm gonna apply this straight to my eyeball, and then I'm gonna have a brush on hand just in case things get like really messy. This is the shade Smoky Storm. So they call me an ice cube. And I'm just going to put that on my eyeball. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. And here's what I'm gonna do. Take this little brush and go like this. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm gonna just, is that doing anything? I don't know. Maybe. I'm just using it to like blend kind of the glitter. Damn, that's so nice. Yeah, okay. Let's load up this other eyeball. Ugh, it really is so beautiful. They really done good with this. What happened to Stila, you know? Am I right? I feel like I am going to layer up on this side a little more. I'm gonna look at it in the mirror. Yeah, that looks more or less the same. I think I'm gonna do a, or do I want to do that? I was thinking a winged liner, because I feel like I've been like back to my winged eyeliner game, but my eye shape has really changed, man. Like over time. I feel like I used to have a good eye shape for eyeliner. And then like as I got older, it was just like, and so now it doesn't look the same. I think I'm gonna not. Well, actually, yeah, that could be really crazy. I'm gonna do a brown liner. It's really step out of the box. Okay, I'm gonna take my Tarte brown. Oh, it's called brown, just brown. Tarte brown. And I'm going to take a brush of sorts, and then I'm going to put that on my eye with the brush. How does that sound? Is this dried out? A little. I'm just starting from the outer corner of my eye, and I'm doing a little line upwards, and then a little line downwards. I kind of like to ease off the pressure of the brush when I'm going in to kind of perfect like that little tip part there. Just because if you're pressing like full force, you're kind of applying so much pressure that it applies more product. Whereas if you're just like really, really lightly tapping, you can get that really, really nice sharp flick. Oh, this is so dry. It's not making my job any easier, I'll say that. It's like tacky. I'm just gonna do like a little half liner like that, I think, because it's so dry that I just don't know that it's worth trying to drag it over that glitter. Probably is time for her to be thrown out, but actually, yeah, I am gonna take this further into my inner corner. I'm just going to tap it on rather than trying to drag it along. Okay, and I'm gonna take a slightly smaller brush. It's a lot smaller. And I'm just gonna use that for sharpening up that outer wing. Okay, those more or less match. I'm gonna take my little Q-tip. I've got these baby Q-tips, and I get them from Muji. And I'm gonna take one of those, and I'm gonna get a little bit of makeup remover, and I just kind of like rub it on the back of my hand so I don't have a ton of excess. And then I'm just going and cleaning up that wing, especially on this side where it looks all fucked up. Okay, cool. Perfect. Excellent. Great. Well, perfect is a stretch. We did what we could with what we had. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pop on my mascara and lashes. I think I'm going to put on my foundation and concealer too, because I didn't have like one to pull that. I'm pretty pale right now, and so I don't have like a ton of foundations that match, so they're not like old, so then it doesn't really fit with the theme of the video. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll be right back, and I'll have some things done. And I don't want to talk about it. Okay, here we find ourselves back, and better than ever. Okay, let me show you something. I'm gonna take this. It's called Greige Core, and it's from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. It's like a little eyeliner. But my friend, Tony, she posted this like picture in the group chat, okay? Just pretty. But I liked her little like inner eye, like cat eye kind of thing with like a little like light brown. It's not like super harsh or anything. So cute. Okay. Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do with my little pencil. So I'm going to get rid of this little mascara dot under my eye, and I'm going to take my pencil. Oh shit, oh god, this is going disastrously. I stabbed myself in the eye. And I don't know if I'll be able to financially recover. Okay, let's go over to the other eye while we still have another eye. I feel like mine is going to end up looking as cute as hers did, but that's fine. And then I'm going to take that along my inner corner, my inner eye. You know what I mean. My eyes are already watering. Oh god. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette again. I'm gonna grab a little angle brush, and I'm just gonna almost set that with a little powder on that inner corner. How long is that gonna last? Couldn't tell you. And then I'm gonna take just a little fluffy brush, and I'm gonna dip that into some of the browns we were using earlier, and I'm just going to blend out my tears. God. And that's basically it. And then I'm gonna put on my beauty mark, and then we can carry on with the rest of our face. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face. So I'm gonna be using this bronzer. I don't think it actually is like a bronzer, but it's a bronzer for me. It's just like a face powder, but it's called Be Timeless. It's from Lila B Beauty. Yeah. And I'm just going to dot that into there. This is a powder bronzer. Oh fuck, I forgot. That's actually fairly pigmented. Okay, well, this is why I'm not good with powders these days. I used to love this bronzer, and then I'm not sure why, probably because I just started using creams nonstop, which I don't regret. But anyways, I wanted to pull it back out because I did really love it once upon a time. I feel like now I'm not as partial to the color as I once was, because that was kind of the main thing, is that like I felt like the color was so nice, but I don't love it as much right this second. So I'm just very gingerly putting my brush in this powder, and then I am tapping my bronzer on. Yeah, I'm not loving it as much these days. That's fine. I'm gonna move on to my blush. I picked this M Cosmetics blush in the shade Rose Milk. This is her serum blush. I'm gonna just put it on like this, very chaotically. That seems like that just picked up all my foundation. It did. Was that the best way to apply? I don't know. I'm having a rough go. Okay, how am I gonna apply this bitch? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'll use a different cream blush because now I've been hurt. Maybe I'll use this one. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. I scraped some shit out of the pan. Don't worry about it, okay? This is my Kjaer Weis. Ow, it's very sharp. I'm so fragile. This is my Kjaer Weis blush in the shade Desired Glow. And I'm gonna take my e.l.f. 105 brush and put that on my face. This formula is really, really nice. Kjaer Weis is expensive, but it's nice. Both these brands, Kjaer Weis and Lila B, and their Zamac packaging, so heavy, so nice. It has to be on a swivel. I can't remember why it has to be on a swivel, but it does when it's that type of packaging. Ugh, yeah, it's like a little workout. I'm going to apply this highlight with a brush of sorts. It's also a powder highlight because I'm fucking crazy. I'm gonna take my little Hakuhodo fan brush. So this is from LC Cosmetics. It's in the shade Luna. And I'm going to apply that onto my cheeks. I just really loved the shade of this highlight. It's pretty like textured for me right now because my skin just is so textured, but just the color of it was so nice. I always really liked it. And I still really like that color a lot. So I picked another product that I'm going to put over top of it so that I can blend it into my skin a little bit more with some moisture. The other thing I picked for my highlight is my Ciate Dewy Sticks in Glow. It's just clear. It's just like a clear, like glossy time. And I'm just gonna take that on my finger and I'm going to dot over top of that highlight just to get rid of some of that powdery texture. If my skin doesn't bounce back after pregnancy, I'm gonna be choked. I've paid my dues. All right, that's the face makeup done, I feel. I'm gonna put on a lip. And for that, I pulled Marc Jacobs lip gloss stick in, oh yeah, Mocha Chocolata. This lip pencil isn't cruelty free. This is from Makeup Forever. It's in the shade Wherever Walnut. What is so glittery on my fingers? Oh Lord. I don't know what I put my fingers into. Okay. Just be careful not to touch my face. Okay. Guys, remember? Probably not, because this is not something that was worth remembering. A while ago, I was like, I'm gonna start using lip liners because I have never been a lip liner person. And I want the pat on the back because I have started using them and I have been pretty religious about it. And I feel like that's worth celebrating. It's about the small wins, okay? And then I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss stick. Ugh, I hate mint lip products. It's fine though. Oh boy, my lips are so dry. It's like, oh God. That is truly horrifying. But that product is simply lovely. I always really like that formula. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you guys had fun pulling some like old products of yours if we actually got ready together. If we didn't, then I don't know. I feel like our whole relationship has been a lie. Kind of invited you to do something, and if you did it, then great, and if you didn't do it, then what the hell? Don't tell me you had something else to do. Don't tell me you had something better. Okay, anyways. I will see you guys next time. Peace out. What is my sign off? I just can't remember anymore. Thanks so much for watching. Doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, bye.